Folks, you gotta like that one. Brand new and fresh. Yeah, from out of Houston, Texas. Of course, that's my dear brother, Maurice Griffin, who's not a stranger to my show and not a stranger to gospel music. I have watched the development of this brother really grow into the person that he truly admired. Folks, we're going to travel to Houston, Texas. I got my dear brother, Maurice Griffin, on the telephone line. Good morning. What's happening, my brother?
What's going on, Feel Good, man? What's going on?
Now, you know I'm feeling good now that I have you on the telephone line, because every time I open up my social media...
man, you the bomb.com.
Don't even try. Don't even try. Maurice, every time I open up my social media, I see something you're doing.
Oh, God, gotta do it.
That's a good thing, man. I really appreciate you. And
active. You gotta stay active. You can't just talk about it. You got to be about it.
Absolutely. Say hello to everybody that can see me but hear your handsome voice from Houston, Texas on the video. Say hello.
What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to shout, what's up, and much love to you. I hope you're having a great day.
Absolutely. And because you're joining me again on the Songbook of Gospel, I think the last time you were on my show, you were in the studio. They want applause for you for all of your accomplishments. Hold on. They want to do this for you.
I thank God for all my fans.
Oh, yeah. Let them finish clapping for you. There you go. They're going to scream for you a little bit later, but they just wanted to clap for you, man, because you're making a difference in gospel music. I've seen your growth from BET, man. And let's just talk about you. Let's talk about what you are doing before we really get into this single, because you're all over the place, man. I go on my Instagram, I see you posting, and you're on some radio show somewhere, but now you're on the Songbook of Gospel. So bring us up to date, man. Talk about you. Go ahead.
Man, everything has been just going wild, crazy, and I couldn't thank God any better than how I'm thanking Him now. You know, I can only do what I can, and God, I thank you for this whole opportunity of actually traveling to Jamaica. I was in Jamaica.
Yeah, I saw you.
Kingston, Jamaica. I wasn't in the places where you relax. I was in the workforce area. So I was there, and, you know, one engagement, just me singing for a mission that I was doing, turned into an opportunity for me to be interviewed for a radio show, just because I sung one of my songs, and the people liked it so much that Jamaican has embraced Judah. And I mean, they are just going really hard for it, and now it has fired over into Africa, Canada, and United Kingdom, and people are starting to do this thing called the Judah Challenge now,
Wow.
where some people from different countries are singing Judah, and they're putting it on my Instagram.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, I just take them and I release them, you know, repost them, just to give them an opportunity for other people to be seen, because, you know, we're only as good as, you know, what we've measured to be in whatever we do. So, I just wanted to be that branch to reach out and say, hey, you know, here's another opportunity for other people to hear your great gift. So that's what it's all about, sharing and caring. So that's what I've been doing. I just got back in town, preparing to go and get ready for Stellars and board meetings for BMWA. And so, you know, that's what I'm doing right now here. Just working radio and with you, with my Feel Good man.
You know that's right. And you know, I was about to say to you, you changed your hairstyle on me, and I was going to say, did you do that? Did you do that because you knew you were going to Jamaica and Africa?
You know what? I never do, but I only, you know, as soon as my hair start growing, that's when I start going.
Wow.
I would just keep it. Let me see where else I'm going to go.
But it looks nice on you. It's a different you, and I love it because you're very authentic, and that's the way you need to be as an artist. And just for people who really, maybe somebody that's listening and watching who really don't know you and said, wow, who's Maurice Griffin? Maurice, go back to when I need them to understand your journey, because you were in the BET competition and how all that started, and you were recognized with this amazing voice, and how you take praise and worship, man. I've seen you here in Philly. You've been in my studio, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's talk about that, because people need to understand your journey. You just didn't arrive here overnight.
No, I didn't arrive. It all started off when I was in kindergarten. They said, hey, we need you to figure out what you're going to do when you grow up. And I didn't have an idea. So when I was watching TV, I saw Michael Jackson, Daryl Coley, and Whitney Houston. Those were my inspirations to become a singer. And from that point on, I sang in the choir. From that point on, I said, Lord, I need more action. So the Lord opened the door for me to sing with New Direction out of Chicago, Percy Gray, Jill Gray, for 10 years. Travel with them. And then after that, I did GMWA. And then from there, you know, Church of God in Christ, you know, how I was raised up in the ministry. And then next thing you know, I started my own ministry in 2005, and I just needed more access, and the Lord opened up another door for me to audition for Sunday's Best. showed for those best, and ever since then, even though I didn't win,
Mm-hmm.
I believe I won in Jesus' name because I am the most successful independent artist
That's right.
from all seasons
Wow.
of Sunday's Best. So I thank God for the accomplishment. Sometimes it's not always about us being in the forefront all the time, but it's about the little things,
Right.
and those are success pieces as well. So
Awesome.
That's my journey.
Awesome. You've done about, has it been 3 CDs or am I close to that? 3 or 4 now or what?
Yeah, 3 CDs I
Okay.
did. I Am Somebody, and I released that 2011.
Right.
I released My Holiday 2013,
Yeah.
and then I released Believer, the EP project 2014.
Right.
So we're getting ready for the new record.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the new record.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All independent, man.
Yeah.
This is nothing but God.
And people need to understand, Maurice, and explain that to upcoming artists, that being an independent artist is really not easy because it costs a lot. You need to sing a lot. You need to raise some money.
Yeah.
To make these things happen.
You know, with a label, you got all the pieces. All you got to do is what you've been created and influenced to do, you know, for the people. But, you know, as an independent artist, yeah, you could do it, but it's not going to be easy.
Right.
It's gonna be a struggle. It's not meant to be easy, you know, because, you know, it's a road that you go down, but you learn so much and
Right.
appreciate what you learn. And so all I can say is, you know, if you don't sow into your own investment of your gift, if you don't invest in your own gift, then you're not going to grow anywhere.
Yeah.
Just point blank. You know, if nobody that's got real money is going to really pour into somebody that's not pouring into themselves.
Right. And Maurice, what do you think has made you successful as a young man, as an independent artist? Because I talk to a lot of independent artists. They want to be here on my show, but their package is not ready and not good enough. Let me just say that to be aired. But in particular, what has been your success? We know the anointing reigns over your life. I see it. I know when you present yourself, but what has really worked for you? Because there's been times when you were like pushed up against the wall and said, should I continue to do this or what? You know?
You know what? Social media has been an instrument. Prayer has been an instrument. In knowing that in order to have the best, you have to look your best.
Yeah.
And so, you know, with the marketing game, you know, we're not just in competition, so to speak, with our quality, but we're in competition with our spiritual life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are looking at us internally and externally to see, do we line up, do we fit the bill, you know, do we make sense for someone to be drawn to you, you know, to us or whatnot. So all of those components together, prayer, marketing, social media, those components have really been the glue to my success.
Wonderful. Let's talk about this project. This single is amazing. I'm putting it in heavy rotation for you. You know that, right?
To God be the glory. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord.
And I'm not charging you to put it in heavy rotation. I'm putting it in heavy rotation free of charge for you. How about that?
Wakanda forever.
So let's talk about this project. What was it like? I saw some of the things that you were posting when you were starting to do this, and it was recorded live. Is that correct?
Yeah. It was recorded live in Houston, Texas, at Harvest Time Ministries,
Okay.
and we had a great time. It was a journey.
I believe it.
Financially, you know, having the opportunity to do a live recording is a journey, but then to invite 7 people to have them sing on your record, and you know, it was great. You know, I had Alexis Spite, I had Kafia Rollerson, Brother Haas from Philly. I had who else did I have? Gay Arbuckle, Shonda Thomas, some new people that wanted to open the door for people to be heard. So, you know, so many great artists. But it was a journey. It was definitely a journey. 13 songs I did. 13. But you know what, Judah, I had a battle to what single I was going to release, either Judah or another particular song. The other particular song, everybody said back then that was the single. And so I chose it. And but then when I sent Judah to Jamaica, they needed something up tempo. They were like,
Right.
yeah. So I just switched it. You know, because you know everybody can praise, everybody can't worship. So you know, I had to make sure that my thinking skills were good in that area. So you know, that's how we came up with Judah and releasing that first, and I thought it was the best decision ever.
Wonderful. It's definitely a great single, and it's available for people. So go ahead and encourage them to download this and get that song right now. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, listen, everybody. Look, it's your boy Maurice Griffin. I'm telling you, Judah is one of those songs that just gives you that sugar rush, that gives you that high, to just go to that place and just declare the praises of God. Be motivated to live on and to live again. You know, so listen, go get Judah. Get it on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. You can go on TuneCore, YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, wherever you want to go to listen to music.
Right.
It's available for you. Go check it out. Download it today. Maurice Griffin, Judah.
Great. And some of the other songs of this project I know is very high energy, just like this particular song. So tell us about some of the other songs we can look forward to this summer.
Oh my God! You can look forward to a song called "A Secret Place." This song is so different, but it's so great. And then there's a song that gives all people strength.
Yeah.
Sometimes we feel like we're a little weary, but it's another energetic song, simply declaring strong.
Right.
Lord, I want to be strong. And so, you know, we got so many other songs that they're going to be so freaking amazing. Different styles of gospel that I did. One particular one is called "I'll Keep Fighting."
Right.
Those groovy songs, you could do it in the club and everything. It's really, really, really nice. I know people are like, "Oh my God, the club!" No, yes, you can bring Jesus anywhere. You have those different variations, and I'm just so glad and excited about this new rhythm and worship album that I've put together.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you so much for sharing this information. Go ahead and give a few shout outs, because I know you're quite loved by so many different people, and I want them to definitely continue to keep on listening to us as we play that song again a little bit later in the broadcast. But go ahead and give some shout outs.
Listen, I want to give a shout out to the one and only, the people that support my boy Phil, Mr. Feel Good Band. You guys keep us going, keep us growing, keep us enabling ourselves to be empowered to do even greater and bigger things, so that we can bring the information back to you, so we can all go together and be great. Listen, I love you guys. I love the God in you. I love you, Mr. Phil Band. Those are my shout outs from heart to heart, from one man to another.
We appreciate you. So you know what we're going to do? They're going to scream for you. How about that? Oh my goodness. Oh, be quiet, folks. Be quiet. Be quiet. Now, you know, Maurice, you cannot come up on my show and you don't get that kind of treatment. So thank you very much, man. Continue success, and we'll be talking to you real soon. And folks will be able to see the video as well on my YouTube channel and Facebook a little bit later. So we love you, man. Many blessings be upon your life. Continue. Every time you open your mouth, I pray that the fire falls. You hear me?
Hallelujah.
All right. Love you, man. Have a great day.
God bless.
Okay. Bye-bye.